y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Let's go ahead and get into P-Valley. I have been watching the season so far. I'm really enjoying it, and right now Uncle Clifford is my favorite character on the show, so it's been really good. So this episode, they open up with Keyshawn on some guy's lap. She's dancing, right? Mercedes walks up and she has a few words of exchange with him and pretty much tells him that he ain't got no money, and he's like, I got money. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like these ladies being in here degrading themselves. And she pretty much checks him and she's like, but you in here contributing to them degrading themselves. So it make sense for us, right? So when it comes time to give up the money, you know what I'm saying? I believe he throws the money on the floor. Then Diamond comes over to check the situation. And he's like, you need to pick this money up and give it to her, you know? And he's like, for what? What ladies up in here? I ain't finna get nobody nothing. So, you know, Diamond had to grip him up real good. He had to pick it up, put it in her hand, whatever. So Keyshawn and Mercedes, once the guy is escorted from the club, they go off to the sides, you know, have a conversation. And Mercedes is pretty much telling her, like, don't ever let no man try and one-up you or get over on you or anything like that, you know? And, Keyshawn is pretty much feeling like, what if that dude is right? So I guess she's starting to rethink her career in stripping or whatever, like feeling like she's degrading herself. So I guess she's just going through her phases or whatever. And so she pretty much ends up walking off, you know, with those thoughts. You know, when she had that conversation with Mercedes was like, girl, nobody saw what that man somebody he gonna do, we gonna say what he gonna say, you know. And Keyshawn like, but what if he was right though, girl? Okay. So she just walk off and she go about her business. Now then we fast forward to Autumn. Autumn is over here cleaning her money, honey. That's what Autumn's doing. And it's funny because I'm like, is she cleaning the money? She cleaning the money, but she making the money dirty, basically, okay? So we see her at this tub and she pouring all this liquor all on her stuff. And she trying to make it look like stripper club money. You know, the money that she took from the transfer people, the transfer she made. She over there trying to make it look a mess so that she can go and get it deposited into her bank, you know. So when she get to the bank, you know what I'm saying, she gonna tell the lady that, you know, she been making a lot of money at the strip club. And the lady said, okay then, well, I guess me and my husband wouldn't know, or something like that, she said. But that's what Autumn is doing. Autumn is transferring her money, okay, over there into account. And she had bags of it. So I said, okay then, Miss Autumn, honey. She go by so many different names. I can't wait to find out more about Autumn and her story. Autumn, Haley, Lakeisha, whichever one she want to be this week. I just want to find out about all of them. Okay, I like, when are we gonna get to her storyline? Is that gonna be developed in the next season, or are we gonna find that out now? Because I think we're getting to what, halfway through the season now. So I love to find out more. So then, you know, you get to the scene of Mercedes. You got her girls practicing. She over there looking at the venue because you know she wants to purchase this venue because she wants to get out of stripping. Mercedes' last dance is coming up, so she wants to go ahead and buy this building and start her own dance competition or whatever, dance club or company or whatever she's trying to do for the young girl. She's trying to get that started. And the lady was telling her, well, girl, I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's cute or whatever, you know. They started having an exchange about how she was going to pay for the building or whatever. She said something about the subscription, so the lady gave her some, you know, pointers or whatever. But she said, listen, if you really want this place, you're going to have to go ahead and give me that deposit, and I'm going to need that by tomorrow. And she's like, you needed that soon? She's like, yeah, because they buying up all kind of buildings in this area, girl, so you need to go ahead and get with it, right? So Mercedes got to figure that out. So when she get home, of course she calling her mama, and guess who not answering? Her mama. All right, so her mama ends up being at this bank and she's singing in the car. Some homeless man walk up on her, yada yada yada. The point of her being at the bank is so that she can close the account because she done withdrew all the money out of there. Okay, so she got a $20,000 and some dollar check, okay, from the bank. And girl, we gonna keep going. So Autumn up there trying to learn new tricks because you know Mercedes about to leave, so she's trying to learn these new tricks from Gidget, and she just can't seem to get it right or whatever. Keyshawn walks in with her baby, you know, and they gotta go to the store. So Keyshawn and Gidget about to go somewhere. She wants Clifford to watch the baby, and Cliff said, I ain't finna watch this baby, girl. You finna take the baby with you, honey. This ain't what we do. This ain't no stripper babysitting club. This ain't what that is. So he tells Autumn he wants to pull her to the side so they can have a conversation. Meanwhile, on the back end, you got Keyshawn telling Gidget what she overheard, okay, Clifford talking to somebody else about the casino coming. So they having that situation. Then you got Clifford and Autumn over there in the room because he's trying to see if she can get more information out of old buddy. And she's like, I ain't dealing with that man, okay, because he is a weirdo and he's this and he's that. And Uncle Clifford had to pretty much persuade her, like, girl, you think you the only person he after? Girl, this is his job. That's what he do. He over here checking out this. He got pictures of me. He got pictures of everybody. And I think in that moment he kind of started to sink in for Autumn. And she was kind of like, maybe he's really not a creep or whatever. Maybe he's not. Like, Maybe I shouldn't have acted like that. But it's putting her in a tough spot too, because it's like she gotta go back and get this information for Uncle Clifford. But then on the flip side, it's like you gotta go over here and act like you like this man when you really don't. But it's like, do you or don't you? Like, what's going on here? Okay, girl, are you really playing him? Are you finessing him, or do you really like him? Okay, so then you got the shot of Andre. Andre is with the Mayor Ruffin. So they're over there talking to the I guess the real estate developer for the casino or whatever. So they're over there having conversations with them, with him. He's doing a whole presentation because I guess the man wants to buy up all this land that he originally was told about. And then Andre goes forward to let him know, like, well, listen, you know, I gotta let you know something. He's like, what you gotta let me know? He's like, I gotta tell you that, you know, the guy over there at P Valley, he know what's tea. He know what's going on now. He found out about the casino, but even though he's about to foreclose, I think we should give him money. And the man was like, I ain't finna give him nothing. If he about to foreclose, that mean he about to go into an auction. You know what I'm saying? What I'm finna do that for? No. And obviously that rubbed Mayor Ruffin like the wrong way. I'm not really 100% sure why, but it rubbed him the wrong way. It was what it was. The man said he didn't mean it like that. They got off the call. So once they got off the call, Mayor Ruffin decided that he was going to get in Andre's tail, because he's like, why did you tell him the information? You didn't have to tell him the information. And Andre's like, listen, I just want to keep it honest. I just want to keep it real. And the mayor's like, no, you don't. What you over here doing? You over here trying to mess up my legacy. That's your problem. But I know one thing. You better close this deal over here, okay, by the end of this week. And then you need to allow me to get everything else together in the next 2 weeks, because Bill, the white man, the developer, whoever he was on the call, he said he gonna get them 2 weeks to get the situation resolved, or they gonna go ahead and find a plot of land somewhere else. So okay, yeah. So Mercedes is at home. She keep calling her mama, but she not getting through. Okay, her mama not calling her back. And girl, her mama over there at the church pretty much. Okay, her mama at the church, she over there singing, getting on the pastor nerve, because the pastor can't stand her. He tried to take the mic out of her hand, and she was not finna let it go, so he had to just go ahead and yank her to the back. Have a conversation with her and tell her, do not overstep your boundaries, my dear, or you can find yourself another church, honey. All right, so I mean, it was a mess. All right, so Uncle Clifford is over there in the back talking to the girls, or, you know, hyping them up, having conversations, you know, telling them that they need to do some monkey drops and all this stuff. And one of the I think it was Gidget. So Gidget says, I wonder how many money drops we gotta do to keep the Pynk, whatever they call it, from going under. And he said, what you say, girl? What you say? What was that, girl? What did you say? Okay, where you hear that from? What did you hear that? And then, you know, because the Mississippi was the one that told her. That's Keyshawn. So Keyshawn's like, yeah, girl, where did you hear that? All right. So it forced her to kind of be open and confess about what she overheard that night. Then Ian walked to Mercedes or whatever. And Mercedes learned that the ladies knew, or at least the ladies learned that Mercedes already knew about the debt that Cliff was in. You know, and that made the other ladies feel away, like, BIT, you been walking around here, flossing around here, doing all this and that, and you weren't even going to tell us that we may not even have a job in a minute, because it ain't going to be no place to have it at. So that was one situation. And what's his name? Cliff was just pretty much like, don't be listening to them rumors. Those rumors aren't true. It is what it is. But of course, you know, Mercedes pretty much bust this bubble on that, so everybody already knows or whatever. And then after that, Keyshawn and Gidget go over there to have a conversation with Mercedes, and Mercedes like, y'all can't be mad at me. I've been telling y'all need to save y'all money. Okay, I've been saving money up for 7 years. I don't know why y'all haven't. Okay, y'all should have been over here saving y'all money, whatever. And I'm kind of like, I think she's gonna be eating those words in a minute, girl. I think you're gonna be eating those words. I really do. Before I even saw the ending part of the scene, but when she said that, I got a feeling she's gonna have to eat those words, because you're gonna be thinking you're gonna get out, and you're not gonna get out as good as you thought you were. Okay, girl? So then Andre catches up with Autumn catches up with Andre in the middle of the night, right? So they're pretty much having a tough exchange with each other, because he can't believe that she betrayed him like that. And then she was kind of like letting him know like she's sorry, but she had to do it for Clifford, and she feel like people need to know what's really going on. And he's like, yeah, people need to know what's really going on. And I guess he meant like with her, you know, trying to be funny or whatever. So that's where I kind of feel like she's still kind of playing him, because you're going back because Uncle Clifford wants you to go back, or are you going back because you really like him? So it's kind of like up in the air. So I don't know what's going to happen of their relationship. So they get into an argument, and he pretty much tells her, like, go ahead and go back to the strip club so you can keep finessing till you get to the next dude or whatever, and she just got upset with him and started hitting him or whatever. Next thing you know, she wakes up in his bed. Now when she woke up in his bed, I just knew they would have had did something. You know what I'm saying? I figured they probably just got it in, but he didn't get it in. He didn't even sleep in the bed with her. He let her sleep by herself. He said he couldn't even sleep. You know, so she ended up confessing to him or telling him that her daughter is gone, but we don't know where her daughter is gone unless I missed it. I don't know if her daughter is missing or if her daughter died or whatever. We just know that her daughter is gone, you know. So I mean, we just gonna see what it's gonna be. So then next thing you know, she walks out of the hotel. She gets in her car and it looks like she's about to go and make another transaction, which is what we saw. Okay, we saw her switching wigs again, making more and more transactions. So we just gonna see what's gonna go down with that over there. So then Murda pulls up that night to the club trying to get inside. So he and Diamond about to have an argument. Of course, Uncle Cliff had to come outside and go ahead and save him. And then Mercedes pull up to the club. She see Autumn walking with a bag, and she over there, you know, saying some slick stuff like she walking like she got $10,000 in that bag. And I'm like, she just might, girl. She just might, okay? Because that's what it looked like. And then it makes me wonder, like, yeah, she carrying this money with her. But then I'm like, girl, is that gonna mess with you one day? Like, are the ladies gonna walk into the room, into the locker room, and then see this bag and then start questioning you, asking questions like, who are you? Where did all this money come from? Where you get this? Where you get that? You know what I'm saying? Because you toting this bag around everywhere you go. So, I mean, we just gonna see how that works out for her. So then, of course, Mercedes gives another call to her mama. Her mama not answering the call, girl. Not answering at all. So she's being ghosted again. She gets out the car. She goes inside. And all of the ladies are pretty much ignoring her in a sense. You know, and then she goes to her. And she feels the heat. She goes to her locker, and then she sees that they actually decorated it for her. And they got that whole new, you know what I'm saying, last dance outfit for her. And she's ready to go on out there and shake it like a tail feather, period. So, Keyshawn and her sit down and have a conversation, and she pretty much tells her, like, girl, you know, we ain't been stacking like you've been stacking, you know. We ain't been doing it like you've been doing it, girl. So I don't know what I'm going to do. And then Mercedes like, girl, you're going to do whatever it is you want to do. What do you want to do? Go and do that. And she's like, what if the, you know, because it was all about whether or not, like, what's going to happen with the Club Pynk or whatever. She don't know. So it kind of got her second guessing herself, right? So Murda tried to get his music to the DJ because he know Mercedes about to do this last dance, but the DJ like, well, you gonna have to get it how you live. So he went. So in the midst of him doing that, Mercedes sees old boy Maine. When she was walking her dog, she sees Maine. He actually showed up. They're having small talk. Murda walks over, and Maine immediately gets on the defense, start getting real aggressive with him. And I loved how Murda handled himself. He was standing up there like, huh? What? First of all, I'm rocking Gucci. I don't know what you're talking. Like, just his whole demeanor. It was like he didn't flinch. It was nothing like that. And now that makes me want to know more about Murda. Like, what's going on with Murda? Because he got this corniness to him, yet a sneakiness to him with some hood. So I just want to know more about Murda as well, because I really like his character too. So he pretty much just tells Charmaine, you know, I'm sorry, not Charmaine, but Mercedes. He pretty much tells Mercedes, like, you know, I just want to tell you, have a good night, XYZ, you gonna be missed, whoop de whoop, it was what it was. He walked off, okay? So, man, we started to like you because you was a little eye catcher there. But then this aggressiveness makes me be like, I don't know you like that. You need to sleep. Okay, you need to slow down, okay? You need to slow down just a little bit there. So, Mama Sadie, she done walked into the office. I'm sorry, not Mama Mercedes. So Mercedes walks into the into Clifford's office or whatever, talking to the other guy. Then she go over there to Uncle Cliff, and she's like, he said, "This your last night here?" She was like, "You want me to stay?" He was like, "Don't stay where you don't want to stay, or whatever. You know, don't overstay your welcome if that ain't what you're trying to do. So turn around, let me see that AS, and then let me see you walk out the door, because that's how I want to remember you, okay?" And you can, like, she's been having a bit of hesitancy because that's the life that she's known for all these years. She really about to take a leap of faith, but also in the frighteningness or the fear or the anxiety of wanting to step out there to do something completely different. You also in limbo because your mama got your money and you don't know what's tea. Like, is she gonna come through? What's what? So, you know, I think she may be like a little bit like, I know I gotta do this, but do I gotta do this or whatever? So when she goes back to the room, As soon as she step out, her mama get her a call. And she's like, her mama like, you want me to come to the club? She's like, girl, no. She was like, just meet me over here. I'll meet you over there by Kroger or whatever. So she get ready to meet her mom, and who's in the dressing room? Autumn. So they start having small talk about the locker and how it's going to need a new owner. And then Mercedes like, girl, you can't even try to get that unless you get your SHI together. Okay, you're going to have to earn it, but you can't just be walking up in here and think you're finna own something. So they start having some small talk or whatever. Real nasty talk, basically. Okay, nice nasty talk. It was pretty much what it was. Before Mercedes headed out to go catch up with her mama, right? It's too funny. So in the midst of that, you got Murder over there with his homeboy chilling. His homeboy feeling away because he's like, how you gonna let them dudes just talk to you like that and you don't even do nothing about it? You know, he was like, you acting like a punk. You know what I'm saying, to everybody. So Murder all of a sudden just jammed, boom, punched him in the face, and he just beat the mess out of him. And I wasn't really opposed to it. Like, it ain't gotta be a fight everywhere we go. You know what I'm saying? It's a time and a place. Like, I ain't finna flex up on that, but he ended up flexing up on the boy. So it was just a lie. So, you know, Diamond had to come and put Murder out. Murder said his homeboy is dead to him, so I don't know if that's gonna show up later at a different time or what's gonna happen. But I was here for it. So, Mercedes pulls up, sees the realtor outside, talking to this lady, okay? Talking to this lady about, like, my mama about to be here. She was like, girl, I just gave the building to somebody else. She's like, but my mama on her way with the money or whatever like that. And so her mama walks out the room, out the building, and she's like, mama? And the realtor like, that's your mama? Ooh, girl. So she runs out the picture, right? And I already knew. I said her mama done bought that church because I know her mama did not buy that for her. Okay, that's not her mama. I know she didn't buy it for her. Okay, her mama bought that for herself. So then she gonna tell this girl, I went ahead and bought it because God spoke to me. What? Girl, let me tell you something. Mercedes just charged at her mama. I was here for it. I'm sorry. Your mama is a user and your mama is an abuser, girl. Okay, so I was here for, I'm like, be hot. Okay, because you was wrong. That wasn't even your money to begin with. Okay, and Mercedes, after you done beating your mama, you need to beat yours. Okay, knowing this lady cannot be trusted and you keep giving her your coin. But okay then, girl. Meanwhile, back at the club though, Mercedes isn't there, and Clifford is realizing that she's just not going to be performing tonight. So he tells the crowd feel away. He runs to the back and he's like, listen, I need somebody to perform. None of the ladies were willing to do it. Well, little Miss Keyshawn, okay, also known as Mississippi, okay, she got out there. Okay, she got out there and she did her thing, and I was like, girl, you better go ahead. I enjoyed it. I was like, you better do these tricks, okay? Because had I been a stripper, girl, I wouldn't be taking off no clothes, but I do these different, you know, acrobats and routines on the pole, girl. It was really elegant to me, and I was just like, go ahead. I was here for it. I said, girl, I wonder what Mercedes gonna do when she get back, because let me tell you something, Miss Thing finna get all kind of love, and I don't know if Mercedes gonna get that same type of love, because I think I see the tables turning here. Okay, that's what I see. I see the tables kind of turning a little bit. One thing about them tables, baby, they're gonna always turn. So that's what I'm seeing, like, is little Mississippi gonna be on the top, and then you're gonna have Mercedes down here. You know what I'm saying? You said stack all that money. Now old girl finna do just that. She's gonna be stacking all that money. So I just wonder how that's gonna play out in the dynamic of what's gonna happen with Mercedes and Mississippi. So that's gonna be interesting. So in the midst of that, guess who music she dancing to? She dancing to Murder's music. So Cliff walk outside. He goes and find him, have a conversation. Murder said the song is about him. Cliff said, no, it ain't. If it is, then prove it, girl. He proved it, okay? He went back to the office, and girl, when I tell you they got it in, honey, they got it in. I was like, y'all better go ahead, honey. Okay, so I really like I love Murder. I love Uncle Cliff. Like, it's a really good show. I really enjoy it. Moving forward from that, what did we see? We saw Mercedes and her mama both in the back of the police car getting ready to go to jail, honey. Do you hear what I say? But that's all I got. It was a pretty good episode. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts down below in the comments. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.